Hi class, happy Saturday. It's October 31st. It's Halloween. So if you celebrate Halloween, I hope you're having a good celebration that's home and safe. And all of our holidays are just going to be so weird this year. So hopefully this is the beginning of getting used to a new normal of how we're going to celebrate, hopefully just for 1 year. Midterm grades, I posted on Wednesday. You guys always know what your grades are in this class. You can always get the most up-to-date grade. But it's good for you to check in at the midterm, make sure everything's where you want it to be. And I do accept reshoots and I do accept late assignments. So if your grade is down because of certain missing assignments, please submit those. You won't get full credit for them, but it's still worth it to bring up your overall grade. In my dream world, everyone gets an A in this class. I'm not at all trying to push grades down. So if you want to resubmit something, I'm happy to take that. So your assignment that's due tomorrow night is your group portrait, or if you chose to do an isolation portrait, either of those are fine. And that's kind of how the rest of this class is going to work. Is it seems, if we're looking at it on a national level, that there's some spikes happening right now with the COVID. So when you have an assignment and you're working towards your final project, if you want to pull back on that, if you have a group portrait and you say, that's not at all comfortable for me, I want to do something else, just reach out to me. I want to be very flexible and make sure everyone's 100% comfortable doing their assignments this semester. So if an assignment feels like it's too much because of the exposure that it has, reach out to me and we can work something out to make sure that you're comfortable doing all of your assignments. And then the last thing is your next assignment is a digitally enhanced portrait. So this can be anything, right? It can be small enhancements and it can be huge, changing the background, putting someone in a fake environment kind of enhancement. However you want. There's a huge spectrum of what students turn in for this and everything's acceptable. But I want to see a significant change between the first image and the second image. And some of you are fashion majors and that might be more complicated because you don't have the experience in Photoshop or in Lightroom. I actually would encourage you to do your adjustments in Lightroom. And that's fine. You can look up online some YouTube videos on enhancements if you want, or you can just play around with the different adjustments that you can make in Lightroom and have a different looking image. Just think about why you're changing your image and what you want it to look like. If you start getting into Photoshop and you don't know Photoshop, there's way too many tools in there. But you can make some adjustments in Lightroom that are going to change the tonality of the image, that are going to change the exposure, things like that will be pretty simple for you to understand how to do without a big background in post-processing and to have a big change and a big change of mood in your images. So for that assignment, you're going to turn in both your original and your adjusted image. And some of you are already doing that with your images. You're already digitally enhancing your images. So if that's you and you don't want to take some big risk and have, a person next to an elephant, something bizarre that's not realistic, you can go ahead and stick with those normal enhancements that you've been making. Just show me the before and after. It's a good time to check in about that. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend.